idea that a person would not have one job, but have two jobs or three jobs and work all the light hours that are there and still not be entitled to the basic protection of fundamental care is so outrageous. So whether you agree with Obama and what he's doing in aspects of his foreign policy, and I might disagree with some things about Latin and South America, but one of the things I do agree, the idea of there being a social floor below which people wouldn't fall, that's the future. I think even the poorest people in the great country that is the United States should be entitled to basic health care, and I don't think they'll thank the Sarah Palin lookalikes and followers for taking it off them. You're about as late a rival in Irish politics as Sarah Palin is in American politics, and both of you have the same tactic. The tactic is to get a large crowd, whip them up, try and discover what is the greatest fear, work on that and feed it right back, and you get a frenzy, and that leads you in time then to when you have in fact maybe one of the most gifted presidents-elect. I happen not to agree with all his foreign policy, but you know, you regard, for example, someone who happens to have been a professor at Harvard as somehow or other handicapped. You don't find anything wrong at all with this Tea Party ignorance that has been brought all around the United States, which is regularly insulting people who have been democratically elected.
Deputy Higgins, I'm not going to insult you.
Oh, I think you should.
By bringing up your lack of knowledge.
The magnificent, decent, generous people of the United States, the difference between them and the tiny elite who are in charge of warmongering foreign policy of the United States is just enormous. So therefore, when you go on your picnic around the country, you're really not representing the decent United States people who are very proud, correctly, of the person they've elected president, which they're entitled to do. But you have the neck to say that people like me, who are willing to talk to people who are on each side trying to build peace, are somehow or another in favour of people who want to murder Jewish people. That is an outrageous statement. I am not anti-Semitic. I'm not in favour of murder. And unlike you, I make my profession in politics, and I worked in human rights, and I condemned Hamas for sending rockets. None of that will matter to you, because you know what you want. I mean, I wish you well. Keep drinking Guinness and keep ranting away, but don't suggest that those of us who are working for peace in the heat of the day are somehow interested in murdering Jews. The fact of the matter is, look, young people from the United States are travelling all over the world again. They're welcome in Europe. They're backpackers in hostels. People are talking to them because the image of the United States, we've got away from this warmongering, is getting better. At least 47 million people that the likes of you condemn to no health care in a country that I was proud to work in. These people are going to have some health care. So this is the issue. So therefore, be proud to be a decent American rather than be just a wanker whipping up fear.